Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Grant County Election Board meeting. Today is April 2nd, 2026. It is now 9:41. We'll call this meeting to order. I'm Thomas Roop. I'm sitting in for Craig Persinger. Our chairman couldn't be here today, so he has selected Mr. Tim Eckerly as his proxy. Welcome, Tim. Thank you for attending. Also with us is Pam Harris, our secretary and clerk of the circuit court, and our election deputy, Nancy Bryant, and our Microsoft representative, Jack. Today's meeting consists of a public test. You will be invited to test the machines and make sure they're working. And if you have any questions, we'll be here to answer those questions for you. Members of the audience may participate in any form, or you may just observe. We will cover the procedures of the election. We'll also, when we're done voting, show you how the votes are tallied and then processed at the end of the election. We will suspend the formalities of this meeting, and Nancy Bryant will proceed with our microvote representative and do further explanation. I give you the floor, Nancy.
All right, so what we're going to do is, if you want to be part of the practice voting, you just go to a machine. And I'll be bringing ballots around, and Jack will, the machines are powered up, but there's a start card. So if you're voting, just go to one of the machines. It doesn't matter which one. All the ones that are here is the ones that they're all going to end up being tested. So the more people who can want to practice voting, the better.
I'm going to put them in verified mode first.
Yep. Yeah, let him he'll put them in the mode, but at least just go get to a machine and get ready. I have pens if you don't have one. Because one of the important things is, as you're marking the ballot, you can write on these, because when we tally them, you got to have something to look like. If someone says, oh, did you vote for this person, you'll be like, I don't remember, I know. So you will get a copy of it. And I do want these back because they're just part of the public test record. So you can leave them at the machine or lay them on the table when we're done here today. But these are for you to mark. And you may want to just put one, like an X, because you may be asked to vote the same one again. And then you might want to use a check mark the second time, just to know that this is the first time I voted this is the second time. Because sometimes it gets confusing and they're like, I don't remember if I voted for that guy this time or last time. That gives you something to remember when we're tallying and wanting to verify, because we have a bunch of candidates and we got to make sure that every candidate gets at least one vote. How many machines are not spoken for?
I think you're okay.
Because the election board helps if we don't, it's helpful if we have somebody at every machine to get
It looks
these.
like there's two.
3.
Tim, there's.
Nope, there's a lady. Never mind.
There's 3, Nancy, you said?
Well, there's somebody there. I didn't see.
There's one at that table.
And one there. So what you will get, because you may be asked, because obviously the primary, we have both parties. So like, say for example, the first one I have up here is Center 1. You're going to get both the Republican and the Democrat ballot, because then you'll probably, based on the instructions that Jack gives when you're done, and then that's tallied or you exit out, then you're going to be, given the other one to vote. That'll just save time rather than do all of one party and go back around. I have them paired up by party. Or paired up by precinct, I mean, not party. Oops, sorry. Okay. I was looking at. He's not real.
Okay, you're
Just like gotta be honest, I don't really care. you don't feel like voting it, give it to somebody else, just so everybody gets a vote. All right, you're there, you're there, you're there.
I could pretend.
I know.
So you have to come in around with the card.
It has been a battle before, somebody almost like cringed, I mean, was automatic and cringed, and I was
Yeah, but
like,
that's just the start.
oh, we got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
So we just vote and then.
You gotta help your people when you go take it to the machine when you're a judge, you know, it's like.
Partial and smile and do. Okay, so we just mark it. Okay, then it went through and everything went through.
Right,
Right on.
yep.
Gotcha.
You have the book.
If he is ready, he was gonna make sure they were in verified mode, so he's working. So do you mean we'll start around with the start card?
Yeah.
Go back and vote for Sure, I no problem.
Should I give everybody it? Well, we'll start with this way and see what happens, how long it's gonna take. All right, so which one? You have center one? Center one. And then it gives you a little head, and then it's open.
No, she's gonna set you.
And you have center three.
So this is what you guys have to do. Yeah.
Make sure.
Okay.
You guys, let's do this one first. So I gotta know which one. Okay. But you eventually do the other one, but.
Is there? Everybody. The only one that's different, wait, hang on, hold on. Time out. Wait, okay, all right, good, that's what I was looking for, the absentee machine, never mind. I gotta go down there, it's a different card. Yeah, all the machines get the same, it's just to activate the machine. The early voting ones are different. So that's four.
I have the absentee. Yeah.
All right. Center five. And then when I pull that out.
We can do the text. All right, sounds good.
Some of them just take a little, like,
I've got the,
grab that.
I was gonna say.
So what do they do when they're done, like they do the one Republican or Democrat ballot?
What was that?
What do they do when they're done?
When they're done.
So they can switch to the other ballot they have? Raise your hand.
No. Are you done?
No, just go through the vote as you normally do, not go for each party.
Yeah, everybody, as long as everybody gets one vote.
Ready first.
So does that mean I can just only vote once on each candidate? Or-
Once on each, and then once you
Yeah,
vote them, you mark them off, then you just go back and do transfers.
oh, okay.
Yep.
You gotta have to start first.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. Yeah, we just cover one.
Okay, don't need that.
And print your little header out.
Boy, I'm thinking about we should probably send Bob's.
And you have, what's your precinct? Center 13. Which one you doing first? Okay, yeah. All right, so good. Now, Center 14. Oh, you're normally a clerk, right? Oh, you are a judge. Oh, but I can.
Like, pretty much means her.
Yeah. And then you, if you're a judge, yeah, you pull the card out when you're a judge, but yeah, then the ballot opens up identical to what?
I know, right?
You have.
Center 15.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Sometimes it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, you do good.
Oh, man, it's hard to go.
Wow. I can only imagine. Republican. It was on top of your hand. All right, Heather printed.
It's funny.
I think she wants to do both, so she'll probably go around it.
That will be the next page.
Is there a green one?
Yep. Cover, round point, the outer edge of Fairmont, point Isabel. That's for green, or maybe that's Liberty. Green might be on the other side of Swayze. But yeah, there's a couple rural ones way out there and they're not very big. So this is the Franklin 5, so next page. Green. Your little header printed on there and then there's your bell.
So you might have to,
Yep.
for, if they're doing Republican,
Okay, that's what I was. When we only had 6 and it was basically the election.
I thought about you quite a bit.
And they just, you know, were told that. I mean, I have enough, but I don't know how many of them. You were signing one, now you're doing the Democratic ballot. And the header print, cool.
Well, let me go back and book my second
And you're.
report.
Center 3.
No, I haven't done,
You did that.
I did.
you need to finish it Republican.
Oh, sorry. Gotcha. So,
As long as we know when we print the tally tape out on this, then you'll be able to see that.
so what do I do now? Because I hit that, I thought he was ready.
Well, I
for
can just
it.
go vote.
Okay, yeah, well, and then
I did. I'm done.
that works for me.
That goes.
Yeah, the tally is, this does not do any tallying, this is just a preview. So people, even though you can go through the pages and see the candidates you X'd,
Will the person voting get taken away?
No.
No, okay.
it just rolls up, it becomes part of the election record, and it just rolls up. So the next voter doesn't walk in and see, oh, the guy
Well,
had,
yeah,
it advances, which you can see.
they don't walk out with this is what vote.
Correct. No, we're only doing this, some people bring theirs with them because they've marked it, because they want to remember when they get there. But no, it's, we don't pass them out to people. If they bring one in, it's because we have one, because we will give them out for, what do you call it, sample ballots. It's like, before I vote next week, can I get a, which one are you again? Center 5.
It's showing you on here. That's what I done in here. Yep.
No?
And then you have to verify vote again, get to the next page, because you may have 2 or 3 pages.
I know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I've got a whole stack of other, because we have 40 different ballots. Yes. Right. So when they sign in on the poll pads, you have to choose the party's ballot, because then you do get a receipt with your name on it, and then when you give it to the person working the polls, they know which one of those, I'm looking off of that, but
Yeah.
in an election, you'd have a poll pad receipt, and it will say which
That's how
party,
the
and that's how they
judge sets
know.
up.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah, oh, sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, this one, please.
All right.
She'll be right there. Unless it's something Jack can help with. I don't know.
Are you just?
I'm not gonna say this right now, we have the same now. So I'm gonna be hearing this all day long. just
Did you
like-
finish that? Did you finish the
I
reading?
did, yes. Okay.
All right.
I don't need very many other things.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, it's which precinct? 7-4. And which one did you just do?
I just did.
The Democrat, so you need the Republican one now.
I'm gonna pretend.
Yeah, pretend.
All right.
Shut your eyes, just pretend. I know.
Billy let me vote once again.
Oh,
Sorry, nothing.
So I voted for one Democrat, one Republican.
gotcha. So
Looks like it.
you need another ballot. Oh, you're done with yours too. Hang on. Okay.
No, I got that.
You're done with the two I gave you.
No, I only voted one room, once for
I
Republican.
think he means he's only voted for like one person.
Oh, gotcha. Jefferson.
I'll see you in a minute. You get it all the way.
And which one is that? Jefferson two.
Yeah, I think so. So just verify. Yeah. Okay, you gotta hit your, if it's gonna come back up.
And
I'll check this. Make sure you did.
I have a lot of choices.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that one, how many precincts, because, do you do it anymore on either one of those?
Yeah, I can do it actually, because I only voted once, so there's,
So three. Oh, yeah, you could do them all.
I can vote all.
Yes.
I can do all, share them all.
Mhm. As long as each candidate, which obviously it won't let you overvote, so it will, but yeah, you can do the whole.
No, but it was, see, I go through and vote once, and then it won't let me come back to the screen and let me.
No, so you just go ahead and whoever you haven't voted, just,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
said.
do, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Do you need a new one? Oh, I thought you already did that one. That's all right.
No, I did the red one, but there's still like, you gotta go through and vote for the ones that you didn't for.
I do, oh, I was like, I do. That black bag,
So I'll start doing that once people are done.
that black bag, and it's crammed full, these ballots are so long, you're not done.
Okay, so get it again. We should have, we'll have to.
Are you done with the, you need a new one, or?
No, I gotta go back.
No, I'm sorry, I meant
Yeah, so I
Stephanie.
gotta go back through.
All right, so you're doing,
I'm sorry.
Center 15, you're fine.
Alrighty.
And it takes a minute when I pull the card out, some of them are just like,
Go real quick, don't they?
some of them are not. Doing what?
Have to do this one again to get all the rest.
Well, we also have, a lot of people have similar ballots, because some candidates on every ballot, so.
Oh, yeah.
Not always. I mean, if we get to the end and it's like, hey, so-and-so didn't get any votes.
I jammed.
Have you done both of yours, or are we doing the next one? Are we doing? Have you done both of these? Okay. So you're ready for Franklin 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
right. Now, the majority, like the 5, yeah, some of these, especially like the county one, they're all on everybody's ballot. And then when you get into like the county council, those are divided by precinct, so,
Delegates.
yes, right. So there are a lot of overlap on ballots, but there's 40 unique ballots because the precinct committeemen obviously only get voted for in that precinct. So we have 40 different ballots to ensure that every candidate,
And this is for not more than.
yeah, I think there's 20 that, oh yeah, you're,
Gosh, okay.
and you can undervote, I mean, obviously, in practice. Which one are we ready, you're ready for
I'm
that?
gonna do the green one.
I'm like finding out now. I'm like, what's on the ballot?
See how many more precincts we need. You're gonna go through all
Well,
the
so I
precincts.
can't put both these in at the same time. I mean.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't even, this is what we still have left.
Where do you want the finished ones in your box?
Yeah, or just on the table, because my box, I mean, just stack them somewhere.
Nancy, once again.
Once again.
Yeah, we'll just-
You said the stack.
Now you need this one?
All right.
What are we doing for time?
It is 10:01.
You're very welcome.
We should be.
I feel.
You're fine.
Not too bad.
You're fine.
Everybody else seems to be able to roll through them. I can only vote once.
Are we still on this one?
Yeah, we're still on Center three.
Republican, Center three.
I'm on, I got one Republican to vote yet, because of the oddity.
Ah, I see.
And then as soon as I vote once, it stay here, because I,
Stay here.
well, because I only had.
I know what you're saying, I just.
Okay.
Are you doing?
I'm not that far.
Did you do the Democratic Jefferson also?
Yeah, both of them are,
I think I set up Republican first because that's what was on top.
top, yeah. I
But did you do the Jefferson one Democrat? Because I didn't come back unless Jack did it. I didn't come back. Did
here,
you do that one?
here's Jefferson here.
Oh, sorry, not one. I'm sorry, Jefferson 2 is one. Yeah, that's the one you started with. And then we did Jefferson 1 Republican. So you
Okay.
probably didn't do Jefferson 2 Democrat, did you?
And do you want to mark how you voted on this one? So we can,
Oh,
But if you go through and vote for everybody,
oh,
So you need Democratic up, right?
yes, Jefferson too.
Jefferson, okay. Well, some of them, are you ready for a new one?
no, I'm
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rush you. I can forget where I leave off when I go to each.
But again,
center one.
there's no need, since you're voting for everybody, there's no need to mark on it, just as long as you keep track of where you're.
I didn't, no. I just.
Does it have no marks on it?
It has no marks on
That's
it.
probably me.
Okay.
And if
Can
you
we
want,
get you to mark
because
it
some of
just
those, like the first page for everybody.
In.
So if you don't want to do 6 or 7
So
terms,
random, I don't remember.
if we get to the end and we need a couple people with a vote, we'll just,
Just on the
Oh, so,
next
yeah,
one.
okay.
okay, you know what I mean? Because those same people are going to show up on the next precinct.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Which is, there's a lot of overlap, but there's 40
Yeah, then
distinct.
that way we know.
Everybody here.
Like on the delegates, are you going to vote?
Which ones are this big, there's gonna be a lot of overlap.
Make sure
Pretty much the
everyone
first
is
page
votes. So that's how we.
is the same.
Were you able to get in touch?
And then when we tally, we're like, oh, this person never had any votes, someone needs to go back and revote.
She's going to work since you know.
Oh, I've done that.
Have you done both of those?
So
We can move to another, yeah, we can move on to another precinct.
Still.
Because some of those same people on that front page are all gonna be on here too. So if there's somebody you didn't vote, you know what I mean?
And I don't want to. Should we get her
So it's split in so many ways. Yeah, this is your house.
This is one we're just over in the park.
Oh, sure, oh, yeah, that helped, yeah, perfect. That's good. Good way to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'll give you a new one. What am I doing? What are we waiting on? I don't even
Where am I at?
know where I am. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm just kidding. All right, Matthews. And that's Jefferson has all kinds of splits because they do. It's crazy. That's the way it is. Between county, the town of Upland, the town of Matthews.
I'll have you set up.
Well, you know what? We have actually tested this one. It's up to you. You can have, I mean, that will help a lot. All right. Are you done? Are ready for a new one? Yes. Did you do, so we need the Democratic on your, oh, you did the vote, that's right. So you're ready for a new. We just have to get one together.
You already voted those?
Well, technically, the actual, this is actually the brains of the whole thing. This only shows the voter, even though the X's are on your candidates, and you can arrow back through the pages, this is just supposed to be a summary, another way to verify your votes. But the brains are in here, because then we have a card that the day that we were ready to tally the machine up, we have a card, and when we insert it, then the tally card holds
We've
it.
got a lot of Christmas to happen.
So this isn't connected to any of the tally process, it's just for the vote. And it rolls back up inside.
So this one paper was done twice, is that okay?
Somehow connected.
Correct.
That's the number.
Correct.
So we don't need to do that.
Well, not on, when you vote on election day, there is, it's like we're doing it now. But if you would come into early vote,
So I've done the same.
there is an ID number that prints on it, it's not your name, it's just an ID number. And that's because of early voting. And because if somebody dies before election day, their vote has to be retracted. So that's why early voting requires another step of having the ID number
So don't
on.
worry about the third vote.
Because not only we have not had that happen very often, it does happen sometimes. A voter passes away, your vote can't count if you're not alive on election day. Same with voting by mail. When we find out somebody passed away, we get a death notice. We have to go through the absentee mail-in ballots, because those aren't tabulated until election night. So if they're there on election day, they're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
But we have them locked up in a cabinet before election day, they're not open. And then if we found out, and the name is on the absentee ballot. You know, mail it.
Issue where it's.
I know, right? This is all I got.
The only way, oops, I have to start one. The only way we would know is if we never received a death record or a family didn't report it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just
But
that.
for the most part, we get our death records from the county and from the state. And, you know, try to stay on top of that and see, hey, so-and-so died, I think they voted out, you know. All right, sorry. All right, so you're gonna email 5.
All right, just confirm. Start with
Down here.
Mill two.
Oh, that's approved. Oh, yeah. You gotta hit approve.
Are you done with both of those?
Oh, gosh.
Perfect.
All right.
We'll just leave these here for now.
You just stop there.
Mill
Just
six.
because there's so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Do you live in Gus City? Oh, that's about as far as I can get, because I don't know all the, I live in Gas City and I know I'm in Mill 6. But I don't, that doesn't. Okay,
Make sure.
okay. That, I would say 3 or 7, I bet, by rights.
Okay.
And once we get out, some of the outside, I don't,
New slate.
because I live on Ash Lane, you know, just like a block from the high school. I'm in Mill 6. But then when we get into 3 and 7, I'm a little like, I know Jonesboro is 4 and 8. Mill 4 millimeters, but then when some of the pieces of Jonesboro, I'm a little.
Come on.
So
That's fine.
Church.
Do I need to know?
Well, since we're on vote centers, everybody can vote anywhere now. It used to be, I did vote in First Christian. But obviously, people like to stick close to home. Now our Gas City Vote Center is Eastview on 10th Street.
Okay.
That's our Gas City. Which obviously, if you're running errands and you're in Marion, you can vote at any of them. Which if you saw, there's lists up there on the table.
Okay.
So, or if you have a doctor's appointment, you're like, hey, while we're in town, let's stop at the Y, you can go to any of the 11 you have. But obviously, if you're at home, most people like to stick close to. So, and then the other one, like Jonesboro Gas City is the West that's there on 22 and 6th Street. So those are our 2 for that, but like Fairmount, we've tried to put one, or the Westview.
Let's go out.
The Westview is the one that's open on the Tuesdays, we have one that's open on Saturdays. Because we're required to vote 2 Saturdays. So the courthouse is open, that's April 25th and May 2nd. And then Westview, we had to switch it in 2024 and it was Eastview, because Westview had a scheduled
You
conflict.
need to go to another one?
But we're back at Westview, so the 2 Saturdays that we're required to have voting available, we're doing it at Westview. And that's more, because it's like courthouse here, and Westview is almost at the opposite end of the county, so. That's, its address is Jonesboro, it's right there, we're across from the trailer park.
Yeah.
What is it called now? White Oak, Shady, what was it before, years ago, but right there on the curve at 22, that, yeah, that's Westview right there.
Okay.
So you've got both of the ones you did, or had.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then this is, Democratic County. Yeah, it's the, see the option.
Hit it twice without knowing when it skipped to the last page. Or when it's the day faster than I was ready for.
And that's what I'll be.
And then this, right, and then so you can, give them both for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a list for your reference,
Yeah.
just if you're just curious or know other people, are like, I don't know where to vote. I mean, that's where we're at this year.
We want to get every.
You're working on the same ones though? Okay, just saying.
I'm going to the next one soon.
Perfect.
This one.
Oh, no problem.
Randy, what?
Nobody at the moment.
Okay, so what has to be.
14.
Make sure.
Two twos.
Want to know for whatever.
Oh, sure, Josh.
Yeah.
No problem.
ready for something different.
He's so needy.
I am. We both.
I'm just kidding. I think Greg owes you more than one adult.
I know.
Which I was still a little upset about that I wasn't offered an adult beverage after going through.
Oh, you're an elected official. I'm
No, I'm not. I'm hired. I'm an hourly employee.
This is Mill
That is true.
2,
Mill 2.
Democrats.
Mill 2.
I've never been a porter. But I think I feel like I should be.
Oh, my word. It is smothering in here.
I don't know if that's it.
Oh, bless you. Perfect.
No, it's just, I was at that one, so. You want one?
Awesome. There you go. You're doing Monroe. Sure, you're very welcome.
Okay.
Set him up on this machine.
Since he's helping us, one to stand in there.
Just saying, they're looking pretty.
Set it up.
Oh, I gotta grab my glasses.
She has to have the actual photo.
So these are the finished ones.
Yeah, they're the stack.
You're one twice.
These ones are the ones we need to do.
We're gonna do it
As long as we
again.
don't use the same.
Capture. I was telling you.
Well, it's not even asking me for it now.
So is there another?
It's asking me, well, this is the standard admin number to carry out.
Is there another page for
Both of them. Oh, I ran right over. I'm so used to programming and doing the.
We'll do it again after this. And then we'll take the number, and then what's the number that is.
Okay. Thanks for that heads up, because I was thinking when they do early vote, I mean, when I'm programming,
Yes,
I have to start with that
And I explained to him, and I was like, I don't think that's my college.
don't ask me. Oh, my word. But yeah, I wouldn't even, I'm just so used to doing the admin code and gotcha. All right, Pleasant one.
So my card wasn't working here anyway, right?
No.
Okay.
If the only absentee needs the gray, you were gonna look pretty, I have to get.
I need a new set too, Tom.
Thank you.
Yes, for you, this election isn't quite as stressful. That's a whole other. There's some people obviously that are now, and want to get their business. And then there are the people that aren't now, but they know they will be 6 months from now. Irish.
Okay, these are ready.
The brakes on. You were Pleasant? You can, if you know you voted for them, because like that front page, look towards the back, because there's a couple offices that are probably unique to Pleasant. It's probably most likely either precinct committeeman or maybe the convention. Probably. Yeah, you can, yeah.
Is it gonna hurt anything?
Nope. Oh, nope, not a bit. It won't let you if you were voting on that right now, that when it was a past one that you've already cast. Nope. Oh, we're good. Yep.
So I've already done both of these.
No, you're fine. No, you can't. It won't let you, because if you did an oath, no, you're fine. Because it wouldn't let you
Nothing you
vote
can
for.
do, we can't fix, right?
Right.
Okay, so
You need the next, not a new one, but the next party.
How big an area do you think there is?
So we do like most of Indiana and like small portions of East. We used to split before I went here. They used to do that.
Did you do this
The
one?
US.
Yeah.
And you need the Democrat.
But yeah, it's just goes to a little bit of Tennessee.
I got this.
Well, we also hope, we help counties like do their elections too. Like they'll hire us to have that during election day.
Okay.
Is he ready for noon? Or are you probably ready for the Democrat on 5?
Nancy? 20 of us or
I'm
so.
coming.
And we have like part-timers that come help us during election day.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot of traffic.
Oh, there you go. So you're done with both parties? You want another one?
Yeah, I mean, I probably should put these issues here at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These are new, these are actually, well, the booths are new. These machines are actually newer machines than this one.
Either that or you run that here and try to keep
I
everything.
probably put those.
Doing it a little different.
At some point, yeah.
On the zip drive.
Yeah, it's a lot, but now they're going, everybody has one. That part's out of the way.
New one.
you ready to be?
Oh, you got one of the unique ones, because that's
She
the one
said
you
she had
done
there for a while.
outside.
Ballot.
Yeah, I got a Democrat here. I did the Republican.
Okay, she's, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that state rep, District 31 is all our townships, but Sims is in District 30. It's like,
So, the seat is going to be,
Yeah.
you ready for a whole new one too? We're getting to the bottom.
Not too dangerous. Scan the ID and, the receipt and then she'll give you the receipt and it's just like.
where's your stack?
Oh, they're all over. Some of them are, they're, right here. Some of them are on their machines face down and some of them start there. Here, Washington.
And then the train.
Oh, we're getting close. We're getting there, the tally process.
okay.
Yeah. So you get trained. This is a perfect opportunity.
You okay, welcome?
No, and then watch as we set them up.
Yeah.
So they have you out doing election day sometimes too for somebody?
On election day, yeah, I'll be in Jackson County. Which they're new, so they need something.
Gotcha. We hadn't heard, I know, like, I think I told you a few minutes ago, we've got Sam, when Reagan sent the list out, we've got Sam for poll worker training. And, we've had This one's still,
Yeah.
I sure didn't know anybody there.
we've had a different one. Well, in the beginning, our first 2 or 3 were like people that were contracted. And in 2020, everybody was short. So we chose them, and then it's Bernie.
Like, Ernie?
Don't get me started. He was something. Let's put it that way. Bernie's something.
Office is
All right, so this time you like,
So let's just do like one.
okay. Perfect.
That really got retracted.
That makes sense. Here I was like, oh yeah, that's the guy. We're really good.
If you don't mind.
And you are Pleasant Orange, and you're still on the Republic of Ireland? Okay. Republic.
It looks like they're.
I think my career.
Right,
And some people are better than that.
I got a mistake here.
okay.
Anyway, we could go back to, yeah, I've already.
Actually, you could, well,
Like I said.
Yeah. Well, Hertz does it.
oh, he's down there.
And it would be on the west.
So it was these years.
Started 44.
Yes.
Or West Views. Okay.
And, yeah, and it says developer. And then it's when reset itself, so I don't know.
I noted that.
We can make
You
it.
gotta start all over.
That would be-
Oh, is it on there still? Oh, okay. I didn't hear,
You're just right, like.
It's mine, it was.
okay. Perfect. Somebody,
Just a discussion.
I'll make a note that it's to be either issue or.
are you doing, okay, so you still have one, you don't.
Doesn't matter, we'll know, we'll know.
Okay.
I need to start.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, if there's a reason, press 1, I click to, no one bought
No, it won't let you, it'll, it won't register, it won't do anything.
Other question. Yeah, I want to at least experiment with not taking the right one, please press back. That's
You can do that.
okay.
Let me know, like, when you get to the end, before you can hit that, we can use the arrow to go back. I'm ready to look at it. Yeah. Are you on a new one? All right. We're almost done. Keep on doing that one.
Yes.
You seem to have it, yeah, I did. Washington too. Okay, it is. I'm so sorry. Get hired out.
I know how to book.
Tell me what
I got it.
What do you do with the job? Professional one?
Can you start me back up again, Tom?
I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, just do this one over again because this guy didn't show up.
Do you want me to do another one?
Yeah, so just don't go. We can do anything else.
All right, how about that?
Okay, you should do. You should do. Further.
I know.
I already did the name of
You know, that's okay.
One more time for that.
Oh, okay.
That's what it should be.
Richland.
This is the last one. Unless we have to go back and redo it, and this is the last one.
One.
Let's try this again. See if we
Okay,
can.
so,
This,
Is it all coming back to you after a year off?
Yeah, and I remember how to go back and we review to make sure that's one on your big, after you find it.
All right, that's all of those, so once we tally, we'll see if we missed anything. But yeah, that was interesting, that year was very interesting.
Oh, I bet.
Never do that to us again. Which I know that was like an emergency situation, but,
Yeah.
and then we got, I think we had another random person, I forget her name. I think she was a contract. In fact, she might have worked at accounting, was gonna do that part, I forget. And then one of Mandy's friends Amber Trowbridge, her job had been to sit with Mandy in the office on election day. And then we needed somebody. And they asked me, he's like, do you just want to do it? And I'm like, no. And Dan was like, no. We were like, no. So we were like, no, we still want somebody here.
Yeah.
So then Mandy asked Amber if she would want to go out. And Amber's like, yeah. So we had Amber for several elections. But when we requested her from Reagan said, well, that was my plan, but she said she's not available, can't do it this year, so. She goes, well, I promise I'll send you somebody good with a wink face. So she probably knows the memory of,
Yeah.
I'm done.
because, for Bernie, we've mentioned that a lot. We're so used to everybody fitting in, hanging out with our telephone support. We always had to go find him. He was in another room, by himself on his laptop. Wasn't congenial.
That sounds
And
like.
he didn't like the way I was doing something, so he redid it. And then when he was gone, I was like, I don't even know how to go back and do what system he changed on me. You know, it's just like,
Yep,
whatever.
that sounds accurate.
And then we locked his passwords and people like,
Both years of
password, and I'm like, okay, that all comes together now, don't make fun.
No, I'm not running.
Sorry.
You're all done? All right, we're done, and as we tally, if we need to go back and pick anybody up, did anybody miss voting, candidate didn't get any. But at least all of the 40 unique ballots have been out there.
And I'll finish this one, but I still have one more Republican to do.
She works. I'm the election.
It didn't matter when it's done.
Okay.
And then the rest of her kids.
Did you do that, practice call back?
Yeah.
Right.
What it does,
It's practice.
it validates that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, because I had somebody do it over there because they thought they checked a candidate incorrectly because they did. So yeah, we did it over here and seen the, yep.
Okay, I done.
Perfect, yep. We're calling, as soon as everybody's done, we've done all the unique ones and we'll see how well we stand with the tallies. So you're all, that's done. Do you need reset or have you done both of yours? Okay. Then as soon as everybody gets done, we're gonna do the tally and see if we missed any candidate, if we have to redo a precinct or cast some extra votes, we'll see if everybody got at least one vote.
Hey, Nancy, I need you.
Vote again. Because you didn't.
Just one of those, like,
You didn't.
It's dry. There's a water down, we're down quarter.
Oh, ready this now?
You want someone else to do that? Well, no, I would have to. You want somebody else to do another one. Okay. And you know, to be on, but I guess we don't know. Okay. Because I was thinking most of these people would stand up and a whole bunch of them, it doesn't matter.
You should make sure everyone gets it.
One that had like a person, like a big.
I can do all just in case.
Oh, no, that's fine. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I don't think it's.
Hey, Jeremy, you want to do one more? Sure.
That's why I like everybody to come to see to be tested. They are.
Oh.
Just tap on that. And now,
Saturday.
You know, done?
Cynthia, where it is?
No, we kind of,
Probably everything, and then we may have to go back in. This is-
don't get her before election day, that's all. Well, I guess you can't work, contested in the.
are you not allowed to tell me who I need to vote for?
No, I'm not allowed to.
Oh, she only, technically, she was making check marks, so this is the only person she didn't have a chance to vote for. I mean, you're welcome to do anybody you want, but just include
Just make
him,
sure he-
because at least based on what she was doing, she was gonna have to go back one more time. So I said, well, if it helps, we could get someone else to do that one, and, yes, right, right.
Kennedy's running.
Right
now.
Well, I know a couple, they might all be good, because I know a couple people, you were on the same precinct for quite a while, because they were
Okay.
going back multiple, but yeah, you're right.
That was a hard one.
Delegates, we didn't point right.
Like, say, instead of,
Oh, no, you're fine.
I just had.
Oh.
Don't let me forget.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, in Huntington, I had more than one.
Yeah, it looks like you got a move.
Yeah, well, he was a car salesman or something.
You was,
And
check, yeah.
you can't tell.
Now, the strange thing about that is.
Yeah, I heard it run, so go ahead and do it, but I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, and I had to.
So it's been like,
yeah, it looks like it's probably going back to school or it's
Talk about.
outside, yeah, this one's not advancing.
Well,
I
there.
didn't see
Thank
much
you.
of this, is that just?
I'll have to make a note of that. That one quit a from on her.
Okay.
That's what he said. Well, no, but he did it.
It's Oh, wow.
He was a state, I'm sure.
He was.
At least that's been real hard.
They're both from songs. I'm a big.
And that way you can.
They're both from
Yeah.
songs.
That's a lot going on.
Open that up.
It's just an extra layer of learning.
So that's.
Which song?
This one is from,
Or swap it out with.
you're Jesse. Bilingual.
Yeah, thank you.
This one is from
Nobody else was.
I go to downtown.
I brought tally cards for each machine. That works that way.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s, kind of high. But yeah, when I was in high school.
And you know, the email, and it's two of them. And the guys.
No, I'm not that
Are
these specific machines that are out here?
Yeah, I just did it for my own.
That's how much it's
Yeah. I think in the past, we have had a couple times that we use the samples that are on the, that what, about 4 rings that have a card of each. I think we've done that as a test. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to make sure I had options, like whichever decided whichever road.
Trying to tell me.
Hard hit.
We've always done 6, which so this will help me for us going forward and everything. And we might have to look at that formula,
It's like 10%.
10%, and then we've got.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, that's good anyway, yeah, whatever the formula is, you did, we just, I think we rounded up, like it was 5 something, we did 6.
Just to make sure you're-
Whatever was requested.
To make sure you know, we had as much as you needed.
Right, and they wanted, we were requested it. I tried. It was requested that we do one from each book. And that's-
I don't think you're the only one
Doesn't it, I.
that doesn't want to receive.
No, that's the accent.
Something that's sort of policy related, like, starting the national parks, that would be fine. Anything other than biography.
He was actually, he was first starting out there.
Alright. So if everybody wants to go back to their machine, it'll take us forever if only 1 or 2 of us do it. So you have to go back to your machine and wait for the instructions to do, we're gonna do the tally step too. Do we start? It's just about that part.
Yeah, you just wait. And then I would
But I think we.
just leave, like, leave it there so we can.
Do the,
Hang on to this in case I need that.
alright, so what you guys
So you're just gonna.
do is take the red tally card and just stick it in the slot at the top.
And then it's gonna be 2, 2, 2, 2.
And.
And
Then you're just,
so is this where they use our admin?
the 2, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do 4 twos.
And then once it's
1, 2, 3, I mean,
I would just
not, I don't mean to say 1, 2, 3, 4, the number 2. Hit that 4 times, you'll see
2 twos.
4
4
asterisks.
2s.
And then hit done at the bottom.
I thought that was inside and I was looking.
2, 2, 2, 2. Yes.
And then hit tally.
Yes, and then you should have the option at the bottom that
Just
says
leave it on.
tally, push the button next to that.
Okay.
And then you'll just let it go do its thing, because then we'll have to come around with a receipt printer.
Once it's done, just leave it on the screen that pops up.
It says remove card.
Actually print the tape that has the numbers on it. Nothing will show up on here because this isn't part of the tally. Yeah, we'll just leave it, whatever screen it ends up
Plug
on,
into.
yeah,
Yep, all right.
we'll just leave that. And then we'll be around so he can.
Why don't you just do that? No one can do it. Yeah.
They might, whole seat.
It's gonna see a one.
Wow.
14, 16. So why don't you give that a shot?
Oh, sure. Put that in there, yeah. And then the code is 2.
You don't even know.
Yeah, no, that's the tally reading it, and then you just let it go. Oh, sorry.
Only an hour.
Yeah, maybe the code wasn't the 4 twos, that could be a typo, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it will find that. So then it shows it's getting, pulling the data off of the machine and loading it onto that card has a little chip in the back.
Yeah, so.
Okay, and then we'll just leave it in that mode, and then we'll go around with the receipt printer and actually print the data it's loading on.
I'm gonna start printing this out.
Sure.
All right.
So yeah, then Jack's gonna come around.
Pretty long, I'm thinking.
So we're all set.
Yep, everybody's ready. We're all ready. Wait, the tally is
Every single.
Do you want me to go get another couple of receipts?
Yeah, that would actually.
I got my key with me.
Just he's gonna be like all kinds of crazy stuff, because we are like not rabbits.
And then you got these other limits.
Just don't turn it off.
Like I do like 10 people, yeah, I've done 10 people to their one.
And these are the fast ones, believe it or not. These are the high speed.
And then Danielle, it's the low speed ones that we're trying to get. 645. Oh, this one needs more transfer.
Thank you. I didn't use it. It's for her, but I should.
She counts on that money.
I didn't know why I put it in my doing. Take some extra.
Well, take it along just so I can.
You're not gonna be either.
Yeah. How long has it been bad? How long have you been working?
I read it and show us.
That's true, you can just go down the way.
Yeah, that's what you can say. Except for the Democrat.
Yeah, mine did that too.
Everybody's power.
I got a hole here. Tell me it's.
Because it has to print out the zero.
Yeah. It prints out like every precinct and whatnot too, like no matter what, so.
I appreciate that.
I don't think it ran something else.
To file one.
The other gentleman. Well, it is.
It'll power on if it's charged, if it's not, then it'll.
Of course, I grabbed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I was thinking, I was like, I don't want to have to plug it into every single.
You gotta watch it. You read it. My Ford is bigger.
I fall.
Do you want to have them go through it and look at it, or do you want to have them go up and look through the tally tape?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I just didn't know how you want.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't, yeah, that's fine.
How many,
I'm not used to having this many people that can actually be delegated tasks to.
how many printers do you have? Just one?
Well, they're not charged, and I happened to grab the first one. So I went and grabbed two, but they're not charged. But since we're limited on outlets, yeah, these won't power up, they're not charged. So it was lucky I ended up with one that I brought up the first time.
Tim, did you bring your fast charger with you?
These are all fast chargers. These are all the same.
You know, there are certain things that I only carry my fast charger in my truck. And it was really bizarre. It's not like I was like a lot more lax attitude about missing flights. Or that's an airport. airports.
Let me go grab another one.
Although I'm still not a big fan of standing in line for TSA.
Yeah.
Pre-check was the greatest invention in the history of mankind.
Didn't they kind of do away with that recently?
Oh, it's bad. And it was only, I hate to be a snob, but the only place I really had trouble and really resent standing in line was talk to TSA. And it's just like, no, they don't want to talk to you. Yeah, so you get pre-check, so you just go and smile. There, before, right after 9/11, I was traveling. Well, actually before 9/11, but they had done metal scanning. I was flying out of O'Hare. I was working for the suburbs in Chicago. And all my building inspectors had badges. I thought I should. I was 29 years old. I needed the badge. And so I didn't realize, and I wanted one of those fancy ones to see the detectives. Well, I got to get a wallet one. That was still $100. I was really upset that we get charged that. So anyway, I just put my briefcase because you never know where you're at a bar. Impress people. I am flying, I'm late. I'm throwing my little briefcase on the conveyor, they're X-raying it, and all of a sudden the TSA lady goes, "Where's your piece?" And I go, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "Oh, are you somebody that somebody else carries it for you?" And I go, "Yes," because I realized a long time ago that that's always good. When you ask you a question, the answer is yes. And it was the best treatment I ever got on the plane. It was just like,
I think he said, "Where's your piece?"
yeah, where's my, because I had a badge, where's my gun? Yeah, so. I had enough, I've traveled enough to have great stories for everything.
I traveled on 9/11 in 2011.
Oh,
And it was very recently. I was going to the country account. And it's kind of scary, you know, just on 9/11, or, you know, you don't know what.
anniversaries are big for certain people.
Yeah. No, me and a friend were traveling. Yeah, it was a nice trip to Panama. The only time I've been out of the country. I did renew my passport because I think, well, things settle down, I might go somewhere again sometime.
We had, Mrs. Mary never had a passport until after she retired. One trip with our middle son. Spent 5 years in journalism with her. But it came time for me to renew my passport. We also had done some, we were revenue. It required a social security, your actual social security card. Yes, I know, that was my reaction. So it was like, okay. Mary was going to spend hours looking for them. And she goes, "I'm sure we have some." How hard is it to renew? Little did I know, to get a replica card, you gotta go in person, fill in a form. And I did online, I did my passport renewal online and got it 3 days or a week before my social security renewal that I had to go in person.
And now you just can't walk in there. You have to make an appointment to walk in.
Well, then it was she even, I don't know how many of her titles are. She realized how silly it was. She goes, "Well, just put an envelope out front. Why don't you fill it out?" Wait a minute, why don't you just fill it out now and give it to me? It's like, that makes all the more sense.
Yeah.
It cuts down to your steps. So now, is this
We amplified this the one time because
He said we're so not right, it's just it was
Yeah. Well, we went down to the machine, so we wanted to test. And then. Can you imagine doing this in the office? That would have been $2,000. The machine is but you know, I mean, it's a good learning process.
I met Mrs. Mary on it. She was my precinct committee person. And my mayor, the original Mayor Pete, I was a department head in South Bend. And Mayor Pete decided not to run. And so people thought they should. There's facades that are associated with my life. People came to me, major political figures in the city, wanted me to support them in their efforts. I controlled one vote. Yeah, and the only people I knew was all the same people they knew. So eventually I went with one candidate. And the day before the election, and my understanding was I'll work with you, but I'm not going to do policy. I'm running on paid by the city to do policy. I'm running new policy. I'll be in Indiana. I don't want to be a chief. So we went out and we did this was the 6th or the 80th election. We went out and did actually not the voters and 1, 2, 5, right? Every elected voter is there. So therefore, afterward, you got to collect your votes. So the night before, I'm went over to, I was bored in the office, so I punched out and went over to the campaign headquarters. I'm standing talking to a bunch of my friends. And it was the same day that Isaiah Thomas signed his letter of intent to go to IU. So therefore, we were talking about something important. Isaiah Thomas goes to IU. And all of a sudden, my boss was pointing across the room at me. Was this young lady, and I was originally told her she's a high school girl. My job was to sit at the polls and just mark off. And Isaiah would come around, and they were, so I come in and pick up and they would say, well, there's going to be a high school girl working at your polls. So he's pointing at this, with his young lady standing next to him, pointing at me. Somebody turns to me and goes, Tim, nothing good comes of people pointing at you across the room. So Mary comes traipsing up to me, introduced herself as the precinct committee person for my precinct. At the same time, one of my other really best friends, who was a high school classmate of hers, turns and says, and you're the person who wrote my class reunion. And so, because she wanted to go do a fancy thing, and Mary didn't. Mary didn't care. So that's how I So.
Took off Dayton at that point?
Yep, we did it. Well, our candidate won, was Roger Parent. And sort of 3 terms. Then we moved to Chicago shortly thereafter. And I went to they have their legal election in all precincts league training. So I know how to cheat. If people say that, it is really hard. It is really easy to call. I mean, it is. That's what's so fascinating about all this voter fraud.
Because nobody can use the ballot, so they start coming over here. It's about an hour, but they have a post.
All right, thanks, all righty, see you in a little bit.
Surprise, surprise.
So what about you, Mary?
They did a national search for Brooke Council Executive Director. And I was one of 3 finalists. One was the ex-mayor who dated Gene Moore, or ended up marrying Gene Moore's ex-wife.
Yeah.
He became a license guy.
I told you guys in the beginning how long it was.
But anyway, he was one of the candidates. And he was currently the mayor, but.
This is how long it is.
And I get out of State. He went on to have a really good career in the county development. So we moved here and 80.
That's
So
right.
that'll be a fun time for those working election night.
I was living in the order.
Oh, were you? And what part?
At least my dad. The other stuff he's trying. He asked me to come out and sell off the real estate. The advertising agents.
And that's even worse when you get close to the end of it, all it wants to do is record.
Thinking I'm going back to Palm Beach, Florida, but you know.
Or when you're almost ready to run out.
Very busy.
Yeah, that happens a couple times in programming, yeah.
That's the worst.
What happened to this?
You just do it all over again.
It just won't let you start over.
Here I am.
We had to come back from the floor like it was.
And
Because it's
Steve for us. Glad you're out there because we can't hardly afford.
And one time, they keep the ball together, and the piece we needed tallying that night wasn't even with, so we had to have somebody get that machine, bring it in, so we could retally.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Yep, that sounds like, I started on the end. Yeah, I just grabbed the one I was programming, because I knew that had to charge, the other two
I was
weren't.
actually working in South Carolina, Mishawaka, like, and she worked.
Well, I thought of that last night, I'm like, we're short on outlets, if I had to, I could go get it covered, but I was like, it'd be so much easier.
It's a pain to have the power part plug in every single.
Right, and then just to keep
These will
on.
go a lot faster.
I wondered about that, because when it started down there, I was like, it's pretty faster when I'm programming, I'm like, I bet the power has something
That's,
to do with it.
that she really needs.
All right, we're down to tallying the last ones. If you guys want to go back to your machines and look over the tally tape. And there'll be a place at the bottom where you can sign your name since you were the one voting on that machine. It just becomes part of the test record. You don't have to push any buttons or do anything on the machine. All the tally tape is folded up at each.
And we just sign it.
Yeah, at the very end of the tape. There's actually 3 lines, but obviously you only have to do. On election night, there'll be 3 signatures, but here, just one.
Yeah, I signed, I gave,
That's on 35.
right here, baby.
So maybe on the other side.
I may not have folded mine like Jack did. I folded mine the way I'm used to. We have one inspector that folds his, like when you're doing election night, there's a certain one, I have one inspector out of 11 who folds his perfect. With not even, he just did it that way. He goes, well, I figured that'd be the information you'd want to see. And so I joked with him and his wife, I'm having you guys do a demonstration at training how to fold.
Depending on who you get, they might be like, well, we don't really fold it in any specific way.
Thank you.
Is our duty complete?
And if you were gonna he's gonna tally them through the machine to make sure everything. And we did miss a candidate. April 23rd.
April.
Yeah, it's on a Thursday. And then like we've done in the past, there's a 6 a.m. There's a 10 a.m. session and then a 6 p.m. break.
Because I'm going to reset them for you so they work on election.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can do them all in case we're unsure.
I didn't use any of well, we don't use these anyway. I just grabbed these in case. Yeah, because I honestly don't.
As long as
Yeah, I thought I had 2 or 3 in my hand, but maybe I tossed them on the table. No, the blue,
No. Where do you want it?
the vote cards.
I tried refolding it. It was completely unsuccessful.
This is, oh, it's a battle for me programming them because I got to do zeros on all of them. And then here I am. And it gets worse when the paper's curly.
They have some that look like they got missed.
Okay.
It probably might have made more sense to hang on to these,
Yeah, that's fine.
because then we could have looked to see if they marked. But
Not everybody was marking them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go check.
I'm not sure if that's. There's some more. Zero and zero. Green Township. So.
Or 16.
I know.
Oh, good. Then I can look for, I'll look for yours, Jeremy, if you initial it, that works.
This has gotta be on, that's gonna be on. Okay.
Like the delegates will let you vote for.
Did you initial like the front page?
All five, I initialed all the papers.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a lot, didn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing because you'll be able to do it normally. Yeah, but you.
Well, I have.
Oh, I see. You'll be able to count delegates. Yeah, she'll be able to look at the delegate, just.
Yeah, when you run from Washington.
April 23rd is the trademark. I don't know why I don't have it marked.
Yeah. It's a secret, I can't tell you. Yeah, April 23rd. All right.
6 a.m. or 6
I just told somebody that.
p.m. or 10 a.m.
Correct. I just did that with, I was talking to Kimberly. I was like, yeah, 6 a.m. I'm like, nobody about 6 a.m.
Nobody's.
Nobody's gonna be, I'm not even gonna be there at 6 a.m.
But
I don't remember how many precincts.
But I have to think.
Really? So you must have ended up somewhere with milk free.
This is the biggest one I've done.
Sorry, see if I can find.
I don't know if this is.
Lay them on the machine where they were at, for now.
Sent to like Chinese. Or they have two machines with it. I've been there for like 5 years. It's been another.
Yeah, we're gonna get all those.
This is what it's called to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy Nancy an adult beverage because
I believe the number's getting higher. I started at 1, the number is getting higher.
We're gonna be at the same amount of machines that are in the room.
No, free is only.
Correct.
Let's say, and I have 0 votes on.
The only, the District 30 is only in Sims. So you wouldn't have ever seen my candidate. Because all of Grant County is District 32.
Okay, for.
And then, by the way the boundary goes, Sims is in District 30. And somebody over here looked at Sims, so you would never have seen District 30.
It was just kind of jarring.
Oh, sure, I see, yeah.
Have a number.
Yeah, you see a bunch of zeros and you're like.
So those would be if you would have voted. Yep. Somewhere along the way, somebody had. Oh, yeah. That works. Anybody else have any questions about their tally tape? Okay, because I know you can lay them on your machine and we'll collect them when we pack them up, it's fine. Because I know some candidates wondered why they never saw somebody on their ballot, and obviously it's because, you know, precinct or district weren't who you were voting on.
Do we think we have every candidate covered though?
It sounds, I mean, from what, and that the question Jeremy had, we answered that. He never had that candidate on his ballot because it was only a Sims candidate. So he never would have seen that,
Yeah.
knowing he was trying to vote for everybody. So we figured that out. And then Pam had a question because she had Van Buren and something else. It's like they were never on your ballot that you had. Van Buren, I think, was over here somewhere, and Sims was over there. So got those questions because thinking they were voting for everybody. Hey, I got some candidates with 0 votes. It's like they were never on your ballot in the first place.
So
Perfect.
we just need your reset machines. Can we call the meeting to adjourn?
Well, it depends on how many people wanted, the tabulating hadn't even started yet.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I was looking forward to that.
But actually, we are moving along because it's only 11:04. I mean, it's going faster than I thought it was going to go.
I gotta do another one too, Dan, after this.
Yeah, well, we did. Pam sent out an email like, they do have to go to Miami County, and it's about 45 minutes away, so we can stay on track and keep. So it's only 11:04, so
We're moving.
moving right along.
So make sure you had to do retraction first.
Oh, to make sure the new retraction law thing worked on the absentee one.
Just be there already.
Okay, so just ignore
So,
when I heard you talking to Jeremy. I had already gone through the ones that had 0, but asterisk. And then I heard you talking, and then I said, oh yeah, this is.
See what you're like, right?
It says Mills, and I wasn't
Gotcha.
Mill, and so yeah.
That is confusing with vote centers because if somebody had a specific, here's your ballot, here's your precinct.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole vote center thing is a lot more complicated, obviously. Or confusing, and maybe not complicated, but confusing, especially when you're watching for people like, I voted for everybody, I swore I did, but here's people on here with 0 votes.
Do you need one of them? Okay.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, Kathy had done something.
that was when I went to,
Too late.
you know what?
Somebody else.
Plumbing situation.
is it different? I know we had to retract.
And then they have.
It's probably the same.
Oh, okay, it's just part of the, yeah, because I don't know that we ever had to make it part of the tip, but yeah, I was gonna say, it's very rare, knock on
Yeah,
wood.
this is definitely,
But we did have, I can't remember if it was 2024, but anyway, I do remember we had one absentee person we had to retract because we knew they had passed away. And, I mean, the process was neat seeing, it's like, oh, that's how they are in there, and to go in and. Obviously, the mail-in ballot's a lot easier because we just go pull it out.
I don't know who all wants to see it, but
See if any of them want to.
Or the election board, what is it? I'm sitting right in front of it election night, so I see it every day, or every day. If anybody wants to see, I mean, there's not a ton of room, obviously, but I mean, he's getting ready to, he's part of the test, and it's part of the state law is they gotta, because if somebody passes, I had this conversation a little bit ago with somebody, and if a voter who votes absentee, whether it's on the machine or by mail, and we get a notice that they passed away before election day, their vote has to be pulled or retracted. So the mail-ins obviously are easy because then we just go to our locked cabinet, find their precinct and pull them out, and it's noted in the system. The voting on the machines requires it done election night. We gotta have like a list, like here we have these 2 people that passed away. And he's getting ready to do the retraction process to show, he made up a voter, obviously, and one of the absentee machine was the one closest to the door over there.
You can query that database and pull it.
Pull that, yeah, there's a way to go in and
Yep.
pull it out.
So,
So if you want to kind of.
You could go up, yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to see it, you can see
You're
it.
welcome to.
So we just serial connect the machine and then basically just pull what's on the machine over to here. And it has the voter ID listed. And I had them make 1, 2, 3, 4, so we knew which one to look for.
Yeah.
Oops. You check retract, click post. Okay. That'll show up as retracted. And then when you print out the summary report, it'll show that. That's the one on there.
Thank goodness it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen.
In Grant County.
See that to the camera? We should have to see like how many people they have to go through.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's something like New York City or something.
I can't even, idea of that just blows my mind. Even locally, thinking about like Fort Wayne, I'm just like,
Yeah.
There's a rumor about one of them that's voted.
Now
We can tally.
As far as the cards, so people can see.
Yeah.
I might really research.
so we did the voting on the machines, obviously. And those little cards are tallied. And the data is held on that card because it's got the little chip on the back. And then Microvote made up a test deck of absentee by mail voters, a sample. So then those will get tabulated. Again, they marked them so that every candidate got a vote.
Did everybody get voted on machines? That we tested?
Well, you guys were supposed to tell me that. Well, we won't know till we tally them and then if we have to fix something, but everybody looked at their tape. We had a couple questions.
But we had several that were not marked, but came in zero.
Well, that's because you guys, the precincts and the,
So we only had.
that's the only downside to vote, not that it's a downside, but when you're doing a test, you don't see every candidate because we only had so many precincts to pass, if we were like still precinct-based voting, then you could like, here's Center 3, here's your candidate list, and when the tally tape prints, you can check. But obviously everybody was doing multiples, but there were because every vote center has to have every machine programmed with every candidate because you don't know who's going to vote where. You can live in Gas City and come to Marion to vote. So that's why those tapes are so long. So then, so like say for example, Sims, I think Sims was over there. District 30, the state rep District 30 Sims is the only township in District 30. So nobody else was going to see any District 30 candidate on their ballots because we only had one Sims going around. Same, like say you didn't see Van Buren, your Van Buren had 0 because you're only going to see what you voted on that machine. Well, if you never had the Van Buren ballot, you were never going to have the option to vote.
But
So
on the
obviously with the
tally-
mix of-
On the tally card though, on the tally sheet, it's gonna have every
It has to
individual,
have-
every candidate. But you're just
Only the
gonna
ones
have
you
what
voted.
your precinct was. So, but that's why, because that was my question also, and of course Nancy answered that. She said, well, Pam, you had Pleasant. You didn't have Van Buren."
Now Pam, you,
Curious.
maybe I did say that. I don't know.
Somebody that was missed.
No, well, we won't know that based on your memory, and if your votes looked right, that's what we were basing it on.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody was going to have zeros because you didn't have everybody on your,
When is early voting starting over at the courthouse?
never. Tuesday, April 7th, Tuesday.
Did anybody see the judge yesterday between Burrell and Bill?
Yes, wasn't that hilarious? I loved it.
People was believing it.
I loved it. That was good. That was a good one. I loved it.
No, no.
What about Richard? He put on there that school days were going to Ford.
Oh,
Oh, it did.
I
Bunch of blowback.
don't follow his. I go look at it occasionally, but
I didn't see it, but I seen that he posted retractions and
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, and if anybody knows anybody, the deadline, it's always the day before early voting. So the deadline to register for the primary, register to vote, is Monday.
I do. Is it noon?
No, voter registration is different than all the other deadlines
Yeah,
because
midnight.
we are open till 4. So obviously, if anybody walks theirs in, we can only take them until 4 on Monday. If somebody gets on indianavoters.com and registers, they can do it in the evening, clear up until 11:59, because we get them electronically and they're time stamped. So those people who registered before midnight on Monday will get processed. The other thing is too, is it doesn't count for ballots and it doesn't count for absentee apps. If somebody mails their voter registration to us and we get it at, if the postmark shows April 6th, we can process it. So, but no other election stuff looks at postmark dates, only voter registration. So I guess there's like not really three different deadlines, but you know what I mean? 4 o'clock if you're going to walk it into us on Monday, 11:59 p.m. if you're going to do it online. And then if you've mailed it, we'll look at the postmark. And if it's postmarked the 7th, it's going to be set aside because we can't process anything until there's a date in May, around the 15th or the 20th of May. Is when voter registration opens back up for the fall election.
Want to come up and see what Jack is doing here? He's tallying the tally cards.
Yeah, these would represent our mail-in voters, because if you've ever voted mail-in, you filled out the ballot card.
The tally cards are tallied through this little
Okay.
chair here.
Oh, that's the.
That's the red card that we did the machines, those get, yep.
Every time I see these, I feel like I am failing a test.
That whole, when they were green and white,
Yeah.
the Scantron
Where's
test.
the pattern?
Just with C.
Bernie didn't like the way I fed my cards through either, so he would show.
You can do it any way.
Well, not according to Bernie.
It's always right.
I just had to say that because he had his own way of doing things.
Very
Here,
analytical.
let me show you how to do it. And I was like,
Can you see what he's doing?
Sometimes I appreciate how
True.
analytical he is, and sometimes I'm like,
I don't
I
have,
don't know how to plug this cable in.
I didn't need the 30-minute. Yeah, I was like, just show me where it goes.
That computer's.
Don't make me feel like I'm doing it wrong. I love him though. He means well.
There you go. He does, I'm sure.
It only.
And he definitely knows his stuff, because there's things they told me, oh, you know that? Or Bernie's the one that designed that, or Bernie's the one that programmed it. I'm like,
Yeah.
and obviously the passwords,
Is
which
that
is,
showing you a tally as you go, or is it just gonna give you when you stop and ask for it?
It shows on here as you go.
Yeah.
Can you see, get up there where you can see it if you.
No, just
You can see it
from a
change it.
mechanical
Okay.
standpoint.
On the yellow, see the yellow, you'll see
I
it
hate for him
change.
to do 2 hours worth of that.
Yeah, and if it gets an
You
error,
know, it changes.
Then
it'll tell you here, and sometimes it'll tell you what it is. Sometimes you'll just have to look at the card, or you'll have to have people that go in there and have to remake one and whatnot.
They voted too many.
Yeah, or they just didn't shade it enough.
You
right.
get it like the Walmart, when you put your money in the machine at Walmart, you just stick it all in one stack and it just shakes it out.
That would be nice. If
That would
we
be
just
a
had a
little
little
easier.
tray and hit
Yeah.
star, and they just.
Two mail in?
But then you might miss a couple in the middle,
What happens
so.
if you put?
And then
card
the whole
in that
process is, the central count people are counting them. You've got 68. Well, when we get
It
them,
doesn't do anything.
we count them here and like, we've got 68. And then we look at the machine and say it says 67. We gotta go through and see if two stuck together or if maybe central count miscount. We
On
gotta,
the way.
so there's so many checks and balances to know that every,
I haven't.
Yeah, my friend did this part of it last year. She was telling me about it. I was like,
identically.
what? Like, it was so foreign to me. I was like, I did not understand anything
No,
she
it
was
would-
telling
it
me.
would-
So I was nice to see what she
slice
was
and
doing.
open the
If
envelopes
they're both for the
and
same thing.
count, yeah.
Fill this out down here.
That's the part she would, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they sit out in the hallway and then they slice open all those absentee ballots we get in and take all the,
So.
Now,
I
when
think
is this
Roberta
done?
helps with some of that.
she does, she's done it for, Roberta's done it for a long
Everything's
time.
done after
My
6
mother-in-law.
o'clock, correct, Nancy?
I'm sorry?
After 6 o'clock, this process is
What are
done.
these
After the
cards?
polls
What are
close
they?
or throughout the day.
They're making absentee cards.
She's
The central count, yeah, this part, We
Yeah, so
usually
you had a
start
ballot, you
around
would
2
have,
or
like,
3 in the
a key on there that
afternoon.
would tell you
Right,
where to
doing the
fill it
cards.
in based off
And then obviously the machine
when you fill
cards
it out, and then
are till after 6, and we just
tallying
wait,
those cards.
because it's first come, first serve. You know, like say the YMCA checks in first.
They do
We have a
it for-
runner who brings us their cards, and then we start tallying them. Right.
For the
Remember that
public
whole
until
thing.
afterwards.
You can follow the county's website
I'm pretty sure.
under current we have the county's website, there's an
2020, but
elections
I'm pretty sure
tab.
this has always been-
And within that, there's a menu, and one of them says current election
It could've
results.
changed.
Now, it's not live,
Sure, yeah.
but like 3 or 4
I wasn't
times in
doing
the
any voting
evening, I get on and upload fresh results. But we're not allowed to post anything publicly until after the polls close at 6 by law, right?
Intention, but why would you have a punch card at a site?
They
We
wouldn't.
have those at the side.
No, okay,
If we weren't machine voting,
you said if they come from the Y, that,
oh, I meant when the people close up the Y, they would bring their,
those.
right, the red tally cards, sorry, yeah.
And the little machine, or the paperwork that we just got
Like the
out,
papers
you
that
get
are on
all
there.
that and your cards back.
And where's this all connected to?
Because I had to bring them back to you.
Where's his
last
laptop
year.
connected?
Nothing, just itself. There's no internet connection to any of the election equipment.
Okay.
The only thing there is, and it's not any part of tabulating, is when you sign in on the poll pads, that is connected to the internet because they have to read each other. That's what keeps somebody from voting at the Y and then running down the street to the tabernacle.
Just for our sake, he's
no hanging
running just off his
chads.
laptop.
Well, this is the same, this is all the same equipment we use on election night.
So where's that laptop?
It's in the clerk's office in the courthouse.
Gotcha. Just curious.
Yeah, no, now there's
This whole
a,
process is based on that company?
Microvote is our voting
Those are the ones-
vendor.
For this area.
He's-
Yeah.
okay.
And they do have several counties in Indiana.
Well, they have
Now I could go
somebody on
I
the
could go do this all again in other
Yes.
counties.
Oh, boy.
It's a service, it's not required, but we always, like having them do our public
There's
test.
always a Republican and a Democrat. There's always a Republican.
But I'm talking
Not-
somebody from the company.
Right, that's a service we sign up to have.
Gotcha.
Because if somebody wanted to do all their own, they're not required to have microvote there, but we always have them
That's a pain. I bet.
for, I mean, they train a lot of
Summer
people.
report after the fact.
Okay.
But yeah, we sign up for that, so they're here. And if we do have a problem that needs troubleshoot, because see, we answer phones all day here, well, not here, but in the courthouse. Voters are calling in, the sites are calling in with questions, so,
But like you were saying, nothing is done. Just,
Independent.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything, there's always a representative from
I'm just-
both Republican and Democrat.
all the election jobs.
Everything goes into an envelope. That envelope is sealed.
Yeah.
They all go into the inspector. That's
Well, these are bigger than normal, the ones aren't normal.
That inspector along with the opposite party.
So like each machine, one tally card, and then the tapes that go with it are all in. So then like the Y, whoever has 10 machines, they'll have 10.
You gotta drive by the car.
I don't think the new envelopes have that on them, because apparently because you're signing the individual tapes. But the new batch of envelopes I ordered doesn't have that on there anymore. I guess you can sign them if you want, but all the tapes are required. I think they do check those, I think, when you bring back the equipment election night.
63 was what we had.
Well, that's 63 precincts.
That was 63 precincts.
They're great. A lot.
And that's how many we have. That's how many, we have 63 different ones.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
They work.
It took me a minute to figure it out with the paperwork.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for coming. 23rd.
Here's one more if somebody wants.
I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. Oh, here you go. Just wanna look at that.
23rd. Things that you want to look at?
Training,
Sure, let's see.
training.
Just don't let me forget
Yeah.
the 3 election board
You won't have to
executives.
come next year.
I don't have to come.
I have papers for you
I know,
guys
I'm
to
very sad
sign
about
before you
that.
leave,
Like-
because I gotta submit to the state.
Like,
before we-
I understand.
Did our
That's why I have
test.
not moseyed. Even though people are
And then
texting
you
me.
tried to sneak out.
I get so excited.
You'll probably be over at the,
Oh, you don't need, no, the election board has to sign. I always submit to the state that we did our test today.
Like,
We're on that.
the one closest to our thing.
The vote center.
If you want to take any of those with you.
Okay.
Because we haven't used the time to get a list. I need to.
Yeah, we had to do a little, Lakeview backed out, so we had to get a new one. Well, it's taken over by the river now, so we don't know. Maybe they're remodeling, I don't know, but, so it didn't move that far, but now we're on the the College Wesleyan Church. There's the JC Body Shop behind it. Yes, yes, that's where we moved from Lakeview to that one
You're a
because,
C, so you'll get it.
at least for this election, they didn't want to do it, so probably like a transition for them going.
Yeah, I'm all the way towards the end.
I mean, as you said, give it to Kathy.
And then you got, before, with the forms, all these reports we printed, you guys will initial them in the corner before you.
Okay, so I'm gonna close this meeting, okay? And then it goes to the recording.
That's man, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And everybody got a vote, well, this is the 0-1 we started with, there's the 0-1 you printed. that we-
Which part should we send?
Usually we did the election board, all the
Yeah, I'm
initial
the
in the corner. And then I will dig my forms out.
I'm good.
All right, as soon as you do that, I will end.
Is it one of anybody else?
Okay, thank you, everybody, for coming. This concludes the election board meeting for April 2nd. It is now 11:25. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved by Tim. All in favor, signify by saying aye. We're adjourned. Thank you.